Good morning, YouTube. How are you this morning? I'm pretty good. Coughing up phlegm like a diseased rat on the side of the road. And I ran out of Kleenex yesterday, so I'm using my napkins. I'm on the Purchase Parkway outside of Wingo, Kentucky. This is a future I-69. Now, why don't they just go ahead and call it I-69? Because it's a regular freeway with exits and everything. I don't know. This is the I-69 that's supposed to go all the way to Brownsville, Texas someday. Probably finish it up about 50 years after I'm dead. I'm still about 2.5 hours away from Memphis to make my delivery. So things are going kind of good. It's about 8:50 in the morning Central Time. Got up at 5 o'clock and took off a little after 5:30 and made pretty good progress. Got to Evansville, Kentucky, and stopped at the Huck's branded Pilot. Took a shower and grabbed some blueberry muffins for breakfast and took off again. It's been a really nice drive. These Kentucky parkways are nice. They're real easy. They don't have a lot of exits though. There's no rest areas or anything like that. But they're real pretty to drive on. And the sky is beautiful today. There's not a cloud in the sky. There's no rain. Very little wind. And it's a perfect day, which is good because I'm tired of getting wet. Need a couple of days with no rain. So hopefully I can get down here to Memphis, get unloaded, and see what kind of evil plot my fleet manager has for me. I was talking to him this morning. He's got me on the board to get me to Little Rock ASAP to get my truck worked on because it's throwing some fault codes. And from what I can see, looking at them, they're electrical related. I think it might be tied to the problem with my park smart not wanting to work. The air conditioner in the back not working. Doing some checking though, talking to other drivers. Most guys' air conditioners in their bunks aren't working. And those guys that have park smarts in the 15s and 16s, they're not allowed to use theirs because of a recall notice. So they're allowed to idle. So I kind of don't feel too bad about idling when I need to. But my buddy Rick and I are kind of talked to our fleet manager. We're hatching a plan. He's got a load that's supposed to deliver in Dallas tomorrow, and he'll be driving through Memphis here in a couple of hours. He's on I-40 outside of Nashville, and we were kind of hoping that maybe we could swap loads. That'll get me through Little Rock, let them look at the truck, decide if they want to fix it or give me another one, and get me home. If they swap or can fix it real quick, I can deliver that load tomorrow in Dallas and go home for the weekend. That'd be really nice. If they can't fix it or they can't swap it, they have to stay in Little Rock over the weekend while they try to work on it. They can always reschedule that appointment to deliver Monday because it's an open window. The place isn't too far from my house, so it'd be a win-win. I could leave whenever they got the truck fixed and then deliver on Monday after my weekend off. So things are looking bright at the moment. And I'm not just talking about the sun. So we are going to have to play by ear and see how it goes. I'll let you know. Good afternoon, YouTube. How are you? I'm alright. A little tired. It's about 2 o'clock Central Time. I have a new core steel in Memphis, Tennessee. I arrived at Delta Steel to make my delivery at about 11:50, and got there and checked in real quick. They said go ahead and untarp and get as much of your securements off as you're comfortable with, and had to do it on the street though. So I got out there and got the tarps off, took all the chains, all the over center binders, everything I possibly could except for the 2 straps that were holding them down on top off. Got it all put away, and then I got my truck and pulled up to the door that he had indicated to pull up to. As soon as I got to the door, I didn't even set the brake, they raised the door, so I pulled on in there and they guided me into where I needed to be and parked the truck and got out. And guy asked me for my paperwork, I handed him my bills. He said go ahead and finish undoing it, so I hopped up on there and pulled off the 2 straps and rolled them up, put them away. By the time I got those put away, he came with the crane, another remote control job, and took one off. And while he got that one off, I pulled the wood and the coil pads and the coil racks off, put those away. And then by the time I got those put away, he pulled off the other ones. I got all that stuff pulled off and put away, and I left the timbers on the deck. And he signed my bills and handed them to me, and I got in the truck and drove out and parked in the back of their lot to wait for my next load. Put the timbers away, got back in the truck and went off duty. 49 minutes from arrival to done. Score. That was a really good one. I had gotten a pre-planned message on the way down talking about picking up over here at Nucor and going to Tulsa. And not too happy about that. I mean, I will be able to pass through Little Rock, but it's due tomorrow by 8 p.m. They would prefer it there by 4. Huh. This appointment's not till 3, between 3 and 3:30, and I can check in up to an hour early. It's just now 2 o'clock, so I'm gonna check in here in a minute. Hopefully I can get out of here. It's supposed to be bar, so that means you have to put some dunnage down, and then I'll have to use a couple belly straps and a bunch of chain to secure it. Not really sure. I sent a message to my fleet manager telling him that depending on how long it took here at Nucor, I might have to sleep here in Memphis. And what did he want me to do? And he said, if you have to stay there or whatever, if you don't hear from me about a repower by the time I get to Little Rock, keep on going and deliver it. Which means that I'm kind of screwed. Because they'll get me something out of Tulsa. It might go home, or close to Tulsa, but that means I won't be home until Saturday. Good evening, YouTube. How are you this evening? It's about 6:20 in the evening, and I am in Little Rock on the Maverick campus. Hey! I actually made it here. Actually, the loading at Nucor didn't go too bad. And I didn't mean to cut off the video earlier like I did. I was not feeling well and I was in a evil mood. So I apologize. I checked in at Nucor and they let me in an hour early from my appointment, which was really nice. That was probably one of the easiest loadings I ever did. Pulled in onto the scale, walked into the guard shack, gave them my pickup number. They gave me a load sheet, told me where to go, drove around to the back, and pulled up, and the guy at the forklift was waiting there for me. So I figured I'd have to do a bunch of stuff. He told me where to pull up to, showed me, and I parked the truck, got out, and gave him the bills, and he said, you need 3 pieces of dunnage in the middle of the trailer. So I grabbed 3 pieces of wood off the rack, threw them up on top, laid them out evenly, and he adjusted them a little bit for whatever reason he wanted. Took his big ass forklift over, picked up a thing, and brought it over and set it on the trailer and asked me to make sure it was centered side to side, and put it down, backed up, looked at it, moved up a little bit and adjusted it and pulled back off, handed me the bills and said, throw a couple straps on it, check out, and finish chaining and tarping out in the holding area. I was like, okay. Like 8 minutes or something like that. So I threw a couple belly straps on it to keep it in place, tighten them down. The stuff is not really that heavy. As a matter of fact, when I tightened down the belly straps, it kind of moved, the one end moved a little bit, so it's kind of at an angle on the trailer, but nothing that's going to hurt. Checked out, handed me my bills, and I pulled out back on the parking area. So about 20 minutes from start to finish, from going into the guard check the first time to when I parked the truck again. Got out there, threw 4 chains on it with coil pads to protect the bar. Threw 2 canvas tarps on it and a vinyl tarp. It was done. About an hour and 20 minutes, start to finish, roughly. Maybe half an hour and a half. I really don't know. Looked at my clock, sent a message to my FM telling I will be in Little Rock, and I'm here. And I'm not leaving at least till noon. I'm 2.5 hours from Tulsa. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to meet Rick. Rick is here. I think we're gonna go get something to eat. I'm not sure unless he already went. If he's already left, that's cool. I'm gonna check in with the shop, see if they want to work on the truck tonight, and then I'm gonna check out a car and go get me something to eat. That's assuming I don't go with Rick. And go to Walmart, do some grocery shopping, and then buy a few other things. Come back, put that stuff in the truck, and then do my laundry. I got about 3 loads of laundry to do. I need to get it all done. And take a shower. But I'll wait. I'm not really all that bad. Yeah, my hair looks okay. And take care of all that business. And tomorrow morning, find out whether they want to. If they don't work on it tonight, then work on it tomorrow, or get rid of this load, take it to Tulsa, so I can go to Texas. I'm still wanting to go home for the weekend to see my wife. So, and get up on it next week. And yeah, I'm sorry for being surly earlier. I'm just kind of frustrated because I don't feel like sometimes that I'm being communicated with enough. And maybe it's just because I'm new and I haven't gotten everything down yet. I don't know. I do know mileage wise this week was about 1,800 so far. And I need more than that. But I need to be able to get what I need done and get home. So that's it. I'm gonna call it a day. If you have any questions or comments, please post them below into the comments section or send me an email. Post on TTR. If you haven't already, take a moment to click subscribe, follow me, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Keep the shiny side up, 73s.